Hallo Leute, willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play and Talk Disco Elysium. Heute am Tag der Aufnahme ist es Freitag, der 27. Mai, 18:13 Uhr. Und wir sind hier zurück in Rivershall. Und versuchen immer noch die Leiche runterzuholen. Und ich denke mal, dass wir keine andere Wahl haben, als darüber zu springen. Denke ich mal. Dann muck wieder mal war. Ach nee, ich muss ja die andere Seite hoch. Ah ne, da muss ich hoch, genau, da war das. Ja. Und hopp. In schneller als sonst. La 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 la. La la la. So, warte mal, warum hat er denn immer noch die Handschuhe an? Handschuhe. Weg. So. So. Mal gucken, was brauchen wir denn nochmal dafür?
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Plus eine Unterstützung vom Körperapparat. Falsch. Gut, dann ziehen wir mal unser Hemd an.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible
Bring Nummer
RCM
28.
markings is still caught on the railing.
Ja. Nochmal ab. Und ja, ich denke, ich weiß ja nicht, was passiert, wenn wir uns wirklich die Knochen brechen. Dann wird das wahrscheinlich nicht so gut ausgehen. Und deswegen werde ich hier eine Schnellspeicherung machen. Und dann, ja.
The tarpaulin
Probieren wir es
cloak
mal.
with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Gewandtheit herausfordernd. Nein!
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here. You could have died there. Shit, 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 shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey, what happened?
Alles okay, Kim. Ich kann es so gerade nicht.
I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better. It's just a cloak after all.
Fuck. Scheiße. Bisschen schneller. Yeah, lauf. Lauf. Ach, Scheiße. Ja, dann müssen wir woanders gucken noch. 7 Real 74 habe ich da wohl Schnaps gekriegt, weil Schnaps muss ich ja auch noch holen.
tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps. Fortunately, the street sweeper still hasn't noticed their presence.
Muss der hier lang fahren? Aber hier ist nirgendwo was. Außer halt mein eigenes Auto, also beziehungsweise das Auto von meinem Partner. Ja.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Your bottles clunk into the machine and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption. A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Gib mir mal Hypokammer.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Gut, jetzt habe ich zwar nur noch 2 Real 34.
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happens.
Zieh mir die Flasche an.
What a solid can of mass-produced piss water. Well over 10% alcohol in this so-called beer. Pop it open before it gets too warm.
Pisswater. Heißt nicht so das Bier in GTA 5?
Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it.
Ich öffne die Flasche.
There's a satisfying pop as the cap comes off, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're home now.
Ich nehme einen Schluck.
A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again. A real cop. A real detective. Incredibly well done.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives +1 to physique skills. Physical instrument, half light, electrochemistry, endurance, pain threshold, and shivers. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages your morale. And remember,
From the void we came, and to the void we must return.
Aber jetzt kann ich ja die Dings nicht nochmal wiederholen, oder? Ja. Ich werde jetzt nochmal da hochgehen. Gucken, ob ich die wiederholen kann. Ich weiß ja nicht, wie lange das dauert, bis man die wiederholen darf. Wird wahrscheinlich noch nicht jetzt der Fall sein. Aber dafür renne ich jetzt hier auch lang. Da lang. Dann da hoch. Ja, dann flitz mal. Hopp, hopp.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Ah, da ist noch eine Flasche. Yay! Oh Mann. Ach, das ist doch kacke. Ja. Das habe ich alles schon. Das kann ich nicht. Ah, Kacke. Finde ich reiche Leute hier, ey. Nee, da war ich ja schon mal, der hat ja auch nichts mehr zu sagen. Und hier ist ja nichts mehr, ne? Ach, Leute, ich weiß es doch auch nicht. Das war ja diese Statue.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled.
Ja, Entschuldigung, dass ich das abbreche, aber das hatten wir ja schon. Aber ich versuche halt jetzt ja alles irgendwo noch. Die wollten nicht mit sich sprechen lassen. Da ist nichts mehr, da auch nicht, da komme ich nirgends so hin. Mann. Kann doch so schwierig nicht sein.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Ich sehe durch das Fenster.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
Was für Aufkleber und Abzeichen?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crowned with wavy rays. It is the seal of Royalist era Revachol.
Was mit dem Rücksitz?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Okay.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over.
Okay, sollen wir mit ihm sprechen?
Looking for something?
Ach Mann. Ja, ich könnte jetzt, aber das bringt mir ja nichts. Mit dem Match halt.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Ich habe halt dann Angst, dass ich dann Rassist bin. Ich will nicht Rassist sein.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Schädelmesser, dies ist eine neue Welt für mich. Helfen Sie mir, Ihre rassische Zusammensetzung zu verstehen. Ich muss wissen, welche verschiedenen Rassen es gibt.
Do you?
Ich tue das für die Sache.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself.
Ja, wir schreiben gerne Caps Lock, ha?
There are three categories
Muss ich mir was
of
trinken?
race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on? Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
Okay.
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Moment, was genau sind die Mounts? Kleine Katzenmenschen. Mounts.
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun.
Also, Oraniesen, Holländer, Königsteiner, Gottwalder, German, Deutsche. Was weiß ich.
Mahoon is a derogative term for first world people of Gotwaldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Sururu and the Huhu, are much more lactose intolerant.
Aber was ist mit den Holzschuhen?
In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats.
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Okay.
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century. You might want to avoid wear clogs too.
Entschuldigung. Okay, verstehe. Welche Völker gehören dann in Ihren Augen zum Typ A?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities.
Okay.
The other large mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
Er fährt sich mit einem Finger übers Gesicht.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
Aha. Und wo stehen in diesem System die Seminesen und Areopagiten?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
Die Seminesen kenne ich ja schon von den Archipelen. Und wer sind die Areopagiten?
The Areopagites are the master race of the Ilmaran deserts. The Simonese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ilmara to Ansuland, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant Maun Reten Occidentals discovered this place.
Was ist der Unterschied zwischen den Seminesen und den Areopagiten? Ich lausche weiter seinen Weisheiten.
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
Ihr verstummt, sind über die Schönheit und das Geheimnisvolle nach.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Zu Typ B.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
Nett.
The Koikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Chest et al. Are what you would call white officer in a suspect description.
Sie haben Koikos gesagt. Mir wurde beigebracht, sie in offiziellen Beschreibungen als Weiße zu bezeichnen.
Yes, to an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al-Rul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb, and for eating potato.
Potatoes.
The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Wow.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
Sie haben nichts für Ethnostaaten übrig?
They are microscopic. The Semeno-Areopagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted. From Holy Semenine to the Boreal Plateau of Katla. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Simonese and Areopagite stock, elected by nature, not the base inner spoilage called demos.
Ja. Was ist mit den Vacholier, die Sie erwähnt haben?
The Vacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron. Too mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Ja, ich habe von dieser Revolution gehört. Es wurden Fehler gemacht, aber der Ansatz war richtig. Sie irren sich, was das Thema angeht.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad in Zaraz-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia.
Okay.
The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant.
Aha.
Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
Okay. Er nickt und ist zufrieden über den Ausgang, den das Gespräch genommen hat. Bitte erzählen Sie mir etwas über den abscheulichen, päderastischen Schmelztiegel der Rassen C bis F.
Types CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Chimärenexperimente?
Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring.
Aha.
The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
Okay.
It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
Vielleicht habe ich etwas falsch verstanden, aber sind Menschen sich nicht zu ähnlich, um genetisch unfruchtbaren Nachwuchs zu zeugen?
You are right. You have misunderstood. You lack basic phylogenetic education.
Gibt es noch mehr zu sagen?
Then there is the Semino-Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Semino-Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
Ja.
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Seminese strength and great servility.
Wow.
This will never happen. The Seminese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Seminese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman or Koika.
Alter. Harter Tobak hier.
But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type CF. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Hier sind alle Typen durchgegangen. Verstehe ich die fortgeschrittene Rassentheorie nun?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Wie fasse ich das Geheimnis in Worte? Nehmen den Auftrag an.
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
Okay, sprechen wir über etwas anderes.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Na gut, dann nicht. Okay, dann schalte ich das mal ein. Fortgeschrittene Rassentheorie. Und wie schalte ich einen neuen Platz frei? Nein, ich brauche mehr Erfahrungspunkte. Ach, das kann doch nicht wahr sein. Fuck. Ja gut, dann haben wir eine Aufgabe. Wir brauchen noch mehr Fähigkeitspunkte. Und ja, okay. Das machen wir dann in der nächsten Folge. Aber wir sind jetzt schon ein Stückchen weiter. Zumindest wissen wir, dass wir da nicht runterspringen können. Und ja, alles klar. Ja, dann danke ich vielmals fürs Zuschauen. Hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wenn ja, lasst einen Daumen nach oben da. Abo wäre auch nice. Teilt meine Videos gerne und ja, ihr dürft auch gerne in die Kommentare schreiben, was euch gefallen hat, was euch nicht gefallen hat, was man besser machen könnte. Und ja, wir sehen uns dann demnächst wieder. Bis dahin, alles Gute, bleibt sicher, bleibt gesund. Bye bye, euer Toby.